Всім привіт, слава Україні! Сьогодні будемо проходити місію Заборонений плід. Це буде більше як реальне проходження і майже не редаговане відео. Тому, сподіваюся, вам сподобається, тому і приємного перегляду.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Kreycel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
Як це логічно.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. That's thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
Зброя, ні?
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent salt.
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some...
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around. I just hope you know where to look. That you can point me in the right direction.
Bonnie has a lead. She's a damn handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So this Bonnie, she's a dowser or something?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find that's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died. On the other hand, Zedek might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnek, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Run along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
See you later, Henry.
Лігво. А, то не так ще й далеко лігво. Закрийся. О, це що, вистрілила перша зброя? Тільки що було. І довго перезаряджати. Це що таке? Це якась не лігва. Не лігва. Не лігво. Угу.
Ave Maria.
Аве Марія.
I'm Henry, Miller Craisel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Бонні.
Bonnie?
Бонні і Клайд.
It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
Давай. Вранський різник.
The Butcher of Vranik.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Craisel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I'm sorry. I've got nothing.
I reckon I'll just have to scrape together the ingredients for that.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me.
Я думав, що їй підійде засушні
While we're on
трави.
the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
Маячня, але ну давайте виберемо те,
Curious
що
to see
не
what a
хочуть.
golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
Ну, а наша мені з нею говорити?
No.
Ну, давай.
I have
No.
plenty of time.
Ну, що ти хочеш?
Where to start?
You know what? I'll start.
Окей.
When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
Просто знайшли. Як ще собак шукають?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, That's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating. Just slept all the time. But what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family?
No. Pa was a blacksmith.
Oh, really?
Those are pretty hard.
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. When Krayzel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
I don't know what to say to that.
I understand. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
A barrel isn't much.
But we did bloody thorough job. Unfortunately, Krayzel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krayzel needs for his. If you're looking for it, You ought to know how saltpeter forms.
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave, the best natural saltpeter maker.
Kreyzel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies.
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's...
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise...
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a gold... I mean, a saltpeter mine.
Це мені на цвинтар треба. До
The local gravedigger.
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so... He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz.
Good idea.
Lots of luck. The butcher...
Добре.
Take care now.
Take care. Take care. По-перше, я хочу знати, куди веде ця дорожка. Кудись не туди, куди би я хотів, правда? Ага, вона просто веде в нікуди. То мені треба... Ага, і тут щось цікаве є. Ми сюди ще не добирались. Це лісоруби, я поняв. То по факту... Мені треба... Я забув трави назбирати. Я думав, що і сушені трави підійдуть насправді.
Whoa!
У мене їх багато. Окей. Так, треба зайти. Зайти до м'ясника.
What a nag.
Whoa!
Ти хто такий?
Quick! Whoa!
Шляхтич. Ну добре. Не буду я тебе чіпати.
Go!
Це цікаве місце там.
Hey there, I have some nice wares here. Just take your pick.
Good day.
Кочівник Кароль. Що ти хочеш, Кароль?
How's things, goodman?
Lacho Jives Gajo.
They call me Henry of Scalit.
Goda Chacho. Maybe not, but that does not...
How's that?
You're the one who saved young Tibor, Laches, Mistes.
Christ, that got around fast.
What I heard was that some Gajo brutes wrongly imprisoned Tibor. Near Mistes. You stood up for him and...
No, Carol. Tibor got himself into the...
Goda chacho, you have, and you know what, Gajo? I will make it up to you however I can. Balik it up, Gajo.
Ну, окей.
I'd like to know what the future holds for me.
But yeah, who would not?
I'm absolutely...
Ah, Gajo, love to, but Katabayanav, I promise.
If you have anything of interest...
Chacho, and for you, Gajo, I'll let it go.
Угу. Чачо. Ну. Та він якийсь такий. Не. Нема сенсу. А це цікаво. Я, прочитав Феррарі. Ну, давайте подивимося, що це є. Життя в сідлі, відмичка, кістка роздягання. Давайте, я люблю собі цей. І все.
I'd like to discuss the pro...
Oh. Mr. Gajo, I agree. I hope you'll be satisfied.
Добре, хочу оцей. Нагадайте, що я купив. Угу. У мене кращіші рукавиці. Ну, хоча, не знаю. Треба відремонтувати. Ні, ну по-любому кращіші, але все одно. Так. Це, до речі, кинути на коня. Ці рукавиці кинути на коня. Ну, на що вони мені тут? Срібний перстень. Це кинути на коня. Кінь. Ого! Ну, давай. Це цікаво. Лаварійські підкови. Ну, твою мать.
What are you doing? A weapon?
I'm all yours.
Та, будь ласка. І що, ти тут з цисаками за 9 монеток ходиш? Який мені сенс з тебе? Тут в тебе навіть нічого цікавого нема. Та й в тебе теж. 2 удара і ти труп. Здоровенькі були. Я перший. А ну тихо.
What do you...
У них нема ковбасок. То як я можу купити ковбаски? Хіба вирізка? Чи що? Ну, вони якось на ковбасу похожі. А все решта не похоже.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Ну, закрий.
What a day.
Quick!
Це ж сюди я мав їхати, чи як? Так. Що за кінь? О, ну це непоганий кінь. Ну, а і стебзяти його не можна. Здоровенькі були.
You must be the local gravedigger, right? I'm Henry.
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me.
From Lower Semine?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Nah, it's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it. And that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really?
Давай.
That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella.
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece of fresh meat for it.
I won't say no to that. Show me what you have.
Одне м'ясо тільки хочеш?
Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a feast that'll make. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my wagon.
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Semine are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate. But thanks for the meat, and don't grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with it.
Of course. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at...
Давай.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't, like I said, be here at daybreak.
Is there some place I can...
Of course, if you've got nothing better to do, you can... If you know how to read, I have a book hidden in the outhouse I got of a dead fella.
Oh,
That'll make the
No.
time go faster. In fact, you can keep it. All I can do is admire all...
And where can I sleep?
At the inn in Truskowitz. Here's a little something so you know I take care of my helpers. See you in the morning. Greetings to you. The dew is still on the leaves. The roads are... You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. In any case, heaven's always close. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us. Did I bring that stuff for Visor? Meat? Vein? Aesop? Got it all. Good. Come on, then. Get a move on. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Krayzel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Krayzel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that bunny of yours belong to that gang too?
Bonnie's an honest girl, and her friend Zinnek is too. Krayzel only sent them to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties, so that's just what they've been doing. From what she told me, they had nothing else in mind.
Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk, some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Krayzel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Yeah! Yeah!
Що ти тут? Вівцю вигулюєш? Молодець. Там-там-тарам-там-там-та-там-там. Там-парам-пам-пам-пам-пам.
Whoa, boys!
Парам-пам-пам.
Whoa! Come on! Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
Де? Я прослухав, де?
I can't see a thing through those bushes.
You'll go and have a close look. Don't worry. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Де я маю її знайти? Де я маю її знайти? Дядя. Угу. Ну, розбита коса. Здорово.
Sick!
Все? Ну, раді Бога. Травичку показав. Перепрошую. У цій зруйнованій будівлі нічого нема цікавого. Тут хтось колов дрова, не так давно. Дуже важко. Вони це поставили, типу, щоб я що, переліз туди? Угу. Тупо зроблено, тупо. Панячий кіст.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Мішок взяв. Не, поставити мішок. Ну от є ключ, треба перше взяти. Що в нас є ще? Зілля якісь непонятне. І більше нічого. Пропива. Більше нічого. Угу. Розбійники.
Get over here! Now!
Hold your horses. What's the big hurry, eh?
Now, I say!
Ну, в них вроді би немає цей
What's going on, Ignatius?
зброї.
Ah, Henry. Right on time. I asked you about things in Lower Samine, and you swore it was as clean as a well-gnawed bone. You remember, don't you? So now you can deal with this yourself. And please, make sure we leave with the same number of teeth we came with.
Well, what are you after then?
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our stores and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. What do you have to do with them?
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a slimy pickpocket? Or just an honest hand who happens to be doing some dirty work? Are you going to seize every farm worker leaving his field with dirty boots after a hard day's work?
It's about whose company you keep.
All right, so take a good look at Ignatius here and tell me how you imagine an old knacker like him goes around robbing chests. And don't forget to tell me why you think he didn't spend all that stolen silver on a better horse or wagon or even some nicer clothes.
All right, I might have been mistaken.
Just ask around. Unlike my clothes, my conscience is clean.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them two thieves, you tell us right away, got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe.
А я думав, буде бійка. Хотів уже з лука їх перестрілювати.
What's next?
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on. Snorter, don't worry.
Які ти
That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
And then Satan himself appeared in the sky. Happens all the time.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly.
Це що, мені туди? Ага. Ай. Прррррр. Йоу. Що
I
там?
apologize.
Добре. Я тобі на ноги стою. Отак. Ага, якщо довго йти, то ти мене пропустиш. Ну, все? Ну, якісь... Якось надто жорстко отравили їх.
I'd rather go back to sacks of flour.
Купа квіточок якихось. Що за квіточки? Не понять. Окей.
God reward you for it.
Much, but I'll probably get something from the bailiff for hauling.
Well, I wish you and your helper lots of luck today. May God bless you.
You too. You too.
Як це кинути цей камінчик? Ну, раді Бога. Уі! Не розумію, що це за... Що там, олень в мене зверху? Собак, кіт, лев.
And another.
Poor things.
Пока.
A waste of good meat.
Pigs are heavier than deer, eh?
Та закрий хавалку.
What's next?
Та що, ну,
I
я
took
маю
it
з
And
тобою
what
це.
about this mysterious curse?
Oh, right. Slipped my mind.
Aye. Take a look around.
Take a look around. Ну, давай. А, цікаво. Мгм. Take a look around. Це що, аж туди мені звездувати?
Good boy.
Це мені треба звездувати туди. От, маю, коротше, узнати, від чого
Those
отравилися
pigs
свині.
came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream.
Ну, я не чую запах.
Here it is. Wolves must have killed them. They didn't even eat them up. I'll go and tell Ignatius.
Ясно, мертвячина. Ти чого сюди прийшов? Та твою мать, що я не встиг? Знов не встиг? А хто це є? Це якийсь кіт? Кіт-олев? Лево-кіт? А, ще один. Здоров. Ти дивись на нього. Ти чому пса б'єш, ну? Дивись на нього, блін. Взяв мого пса покусав, ти що, йо? Це тобі за песика. Я вже себе перекрасив, бачив червоний колір.
God bless.
Ти тут будяк забув вирвати.
It really wasn't a curse. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night.
Все? Ну чо ти став? Поїхали.
I took care of the carcasses.
Nice work,
Yeah, you'd eat that.
but nicely in the cold. Let's keep going.
Ну, я
Seeing as how you
трошки...
don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today.
Ну-ну, як він візьме? Угу.
So far, it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Ever since I started working for the miller, all I do is carry bloody sacks. I must have carried more than they could fill in skallets in a day.
It could
Їдемо
always
давай.
be worse. Someone might ask you to roll barrels. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me.
Ну окей. Як це зробити? Що означає? Ой. Яку він мені дав? Промчався. Що ти в'якаєш? Ці твої шкапи не побіжуть. Придбайте про пса. Я подбав би. Як мені вмокнути стріли в отруту? Ну, наприклад, стріли чи їду.
God bless.
Це що, вулики?
Sakra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to?
Відмичка. Курка. Курка гриль.
Barking. He's coming from over there.
Угу.
Let's get you out of this hellhole quick. Henry, how come you're here? Henry,
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
what are you doing here?
First, tell me what you're doing here. And how come you're with that beast?
He's no beast. I came here to save him.
You mean steal him?
For him, it'll be a redemption from that whoreson master of his. I'll take care of him, in place of my poor dead sniffer.
Bonnie... The gravedigger sent me to kill the dog. He's been paid to do it by the people whose livestock that beast killed. It's the last thing I need to do before he shows me the pit.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zenek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick...
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure... If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll...
Hurry off now.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
Що за дерево? І це все, ну, типа, з такою херньою мені страдати. Ну що це за гра? Ну, типу, вони бігати взад-вперед. На найвищій складності, без типу швидкого якогось телепорта. І з дуже багатьма розмовами непотрібними взагалі.
It's taken.
Taken care of?
The dog is dead.
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
Well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye. And how did it go exactly?
Well, I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it and peacefully departed to doggy heaven.
So, it all went how it should. I use a real strong mixture so the creatures don't suffer too much. He's done for, the beast. Let's go.
Нарешті.
this is it.
Ми їхали взагалі
This is
інакшу
the pit.
сторону, блядь.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more niter you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. And soon they'll find out there's...
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. Unless say I'm disgusted. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful. Take it as a thanks for your help.
10 монеток.
Maybe you'll take
15.
over my trade one day when I'm pushing up
Who knows? Maybe that'll... I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then.
Рукавиці, шкура
This
дерева.
I have got to see.
Ну,
Look at me. I'm a lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it. Whoa!
You silly doggy. Greetings, my friend.
здоров були.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you take...
Yeah. And I hope I never... Ugh. I think the experience has changed.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I sent 2 wagons, it'll...
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Krayzul, focus. What else?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well,
Ну,
the
котячий
whole
безсумність.
thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean?
Not for now.
What about all the niter?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So, the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter, the origin, chaos.
God.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task, but to penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and...
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Давай.
Tell me then. So what's the next task, Krayzul?
There's a quiet whisper coming from the open gates of Trotsky. carried by the wind all the way here to me. Do you hear it too?
Ні.
No. I reckon my ears aren't that good.
Scribe Erazim received a chest from Prague, and in that chest...
Hermes Trismegistos' document?
No, a book. From an author even more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. You might say it's a kind of alchemist cookbook.
So you're gonna have me go and pick some locks at the castle, eh?
Did I say anything about stealing when the castle was still closed? I planned to get the book through the castle chamberlain. But now that you have access to Trotsky yourself, it'll be much simpler.
What?
That's old
Oh.
news. The central figure is now the Trotsky scribe. He's a great lover of knowledge. I'm sure he'd be happy to indulge another kindred soul and lend him the book. Indefinitely.
Let's hope so, and that I won't have to ride around Trotsky picking up carcasses again.
Just do your best. The book is the last piece of... But looking back at your two previous tasks, I have no doubt you'll be able to handle... Go and see Erazim and ask him about the book. Best of luck, Henry.
I reckon I'll need it.
Magnus Opus. Добре, давайте. Книга, що в нас тут? Прочитати. Учитись. Добре. Потім поспимо, потім поїмо. Де я там маю спати? Я так і не поняв, де я маю спати. Ваше ліжко. А може в мене ліжко внизу? Моє ліжко, напевно... Ага. Я поняв. Ну, моє ліжко. Ну це ж... Ну? Ясно, мені треба цей, там де поспати і зберегтись, так? Не йти просто. Та відвали.
Oh, you much.
Ага, тут то. Диви, як заховали, блін. О, до речі. Давай, кінжал ставимо. Це взагалі-то моє ліжко. Ну, давайте заберемо ось це. Так, довгий лук, пояс мисливця, пісковий годинник, лати і мед. Добре. Так, це ми поставили. Давайте пояс мисливця. Так, так. Угу. Мед. Я собі так лише. Все решта можна було б взагалі викинути. Десь тут. Їжа. Кинути. 4. Курка нафіг треба. Маленький кість нафіг треба. Добре. Ну? Та я хочу поспати, що я з тобою? А ну вставай.
What?
Вставай звідси. Вставай звідси. Ти дивись на неї. І те я маю поспати. Ти довбанулася чи що? Та закрийся.
Greetings. What brings you? Farewell. What are you waiting for?
Теж взяла цей, почали спати там, де я маю спати. Потім мені претензії виявляють якісь. Так. Давайте оце вже схаваємо. І медочок. Добре. От.
Here you go. Take it. Here, Mutt. Here, Mutt.
Молодець. Дай тебе похвалю. Молодець, помічай територію. Окей, то він не хоче, щоб я їхав у замок. Вечір в хату. Наше вам з кісточкою.
Whoa, whoa. Sick!
Mercy! Leave me be!
Легка булава, ну давай. Не. Я не лишаю. Нащо мені розбійників лишати цей? Лишати у спокої. Який сенс? Вони або будуть далі собі грабувати, тільки вже не мене.
Go!
Або все одно назбирають компанію і будуть грабувати мене. Коротше, нема сенсу їх лишати. Їх не можна, я б насправді, типу, би зробив, щоб їх можна було відвести до, типу, Аріхтаржа, чи як там його, типу. Мається на увазі, ну, типу, вони вже здаються, ну, то все, типу, якийсь час, типу, відвести їх до, щоб в них був суд. І отримати за це якийсь викуп, типу. Це краще ще набагато, типу, ніж цей. Ніж просто їх убивати. Причому, що збирати з них шмотки на пізніших етапах ігри, це вже трошки тупо. Там вже не так потрібні, типу, цей. Не так потрібні тих пару монеток. Тут же легше просто реально піти і в кубики в них виграти, типу, кості.
Whoa, whoa.
Ну, здоровенькі були. І так, до тебе. От я не знаю, я хочу помитись. Давай.
I'd like to...
Certainly.
I've got a few wounds.
Great.
I'll glad...
You so
Ось, файний, чистенький. Дякую. Давай. Так, ну, скоріш за все, мені треба, якщо вони там говорили про писаря, скоріш за все, мені треба піти і якраз поговорити з писарем. Писар — це не цей, це коморник. Писар сидить тут. Здоров. Оу! Почекай. Конечно, повернутись. Окей. Ще раз.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nykvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials. B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nykvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
I'll have a talk with Nykvard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, it seems Nykvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry, but Nykvard is old and stubborn, and
The price of such a book must be incalculable.
But, as I said, Nykvard is intentionally avoiding me. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently.
I reckon those aren't the only 3 people that know him.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nykvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkov's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
I thought you had the book on you. But since you don't, I'm not going to go around looking for it.
That's a pity. Yeah, I'll just have to hope Nykvard's conscience will catch up with him and he'll continue investigating. I might have time for that once the papal schism is over.
Ну, получилось, напевно, так? Так. Мені треба кухарку розпитатися. І мені треба цього розпитатись, так? Здоровенькі були.
Meetings?
I'm looking for Nykvard. The scribe...
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libak to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
Did he say where he was headed?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libak his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nykvard misplaced an important book somewhere. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord...
Та 200 монеток шкода.
Listen, Bertha.
Ну, мені, типу, щось останнім часом це нормально канає.
I'm glad that you're such a reliable woman. I appreciate your skill with words, and that you didn't even give the slightest hint to what ails Nykvard. I thought secrets were safe with me too. But it turns out I still have a lot to learn. From people like you. Nykvard should be glad he came across people he can trust like the two of us. But for us to help him, first you have to tell me what ails him.
Well, I'd feel guilty if Lord Libac got worse because of my stubbornness. Very well, then. Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, everything came out much too quickly.
Nykvard didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the crone. By the training ground, below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine. And I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters. Though it's closer to his chamber, but this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst. It happens to the best of us. And I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
The Lord be with you.
Good afternoon.
Добрий вечір.
Do you know where I can find Nykvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nykvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nykvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nykvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capen. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
That was complete nonsense. I was embarrassed to read it.
Imagine how I felt having to listen to it.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Libac has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But he thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone.
Ах ти ж пісюшка. Де цей конюх може бути, блін? Може тут зверху, блін? Ну тут були якісь лучники там.
day to you.
I'm looking for Nykvard.
Нарешті.
The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libac. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing, hmm?
What task?
Nick Libac, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nykvard asked you
Вириваєш
to do.
траву.
No. There are
Бур'яни.
new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
What are you blathering about?
Von Berghoff said there's a war on, right now. I told him, watch out for spies, Sir Otto. But fear not, I know how to sniff them out. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
I'm not.
Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say. That's why you have to be vetted, to see if you're really on our side. The side that Nykvard's on, just so you know. We're all friends here. You can join us.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses. First a test.
Tell me what you want from me then.
A sword.
Що?
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Berghoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nykvard's task.
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me. Persuasion, threats. I know about them spy tricks. Deeds talk louder than words. For example, like bringing me a sword.
I'll gladly give you some groschen to buy your own sword.
Only spies pay. Unless you had more groschen than a common, then I'd believe you ain't one of...
I'm not going to pay you.
You want to hang on to your spy.
I'll think of a... About Nykvard.
Got that sword.
You wanted a...
Добре.
That's perfect. I don't think you're a spy.
What about Nykvard?
Nykvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Berghoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle. And I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nykvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all.
Aye. If you run into Nykvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it. I'll be going into war soon.
I'll tell him.
Ну і. Хм. Ну, я ще раз. Я можу з тобою поговорити? Ну, добре. Ти там обертаєшся. І справді. Куди ти міг смотатись? Чисто теоретично, якщо ти був би тут, ну чисто теоретично. Ти міг взяти.
Who are you, Sir Knight?
Das sind wir ja schon zwei. I'm neither I am the custodian of the Großgall in the
And what does your service in...
Die sind nicht der Rede wert. I'm simply...
So you have a farm?
Oh ja. The harvest hasn't been too bad these last few years.
What are you doing here at
Ist das nicht offensichtlich? Sir Otto has
Offensichtlich?
bandits in his domain.
I also heard about it.
Ein schreckliches Gemetzel. I've heard they are damn clever. Not like the idiots who head to the... But I have experience with their type as well.
I hear you like...
What game would...
I actually don't...
Ви граєте якось для лохів. Ну і давайте, ну подивимося. Мені щось здається, що він, коротше, десь... Десь тут. Ну, типа біля стін, коротше.
Praise God.
Типу, якщо він пан...
Excuse me.
Він міг десь книгу втратити, коротше, поки десь серав, ні? Той рябко мені показався. От куди він міг побігти.
You must be Nікварда, eh? Poor wretch.
Ну давайте це все, коротше, поставимо потім в цей.
How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn Kraizel?
Так і знав, що він за межами замка. О! Левітація. От коли це придумали. Ще в середньовіччі. І так, все.
What are you doing, you whistler?
Я собі свищу, а ти що хочеш від мене?
Whoa! Whoa!
Що ти вічно тут робиш, чувак? Ти колеса робиш? Ясно.
What? You're covered in blood, my friend.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. This really is something, but why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Of course. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge.
So what now?
Charcoal. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculation.
What Bertold? Oh, God damn it, Kraiser, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick.
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. It's time. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things.
All right, then. Quick! What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Kraiser, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, to tell the truth, I'm not expecting anything good. We're in a remote place. One of me, 3 of you. You've got no use for me anymore. So you'll try to get rid of me like an inconvenient witness.
That'd be too easy. It'd be more torture to listen to another of Kraisel's lectures.
Well, maybe I do talk about my interests a bit too much. But Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We found 2 new partners. So, it's time we started being honest with you. So you can finally learn the whole truth.
Давай, ви хочете
yet.
створити порох.
Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part!
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum Opus. A great work of alchemy.
Це в
trying to
Чехії
make
перший
the
раз
philosopher's
порох
stone?
придумали, чи вони просто
I
це?
see you've learned something
Чи
after
вони
all.
просто
But no,
повторюють з того,
the
що є в
Philosopher's
книгах?
Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
Keep it short, Kraizel. I don't need to hear your life story.
You won't know the context. But very well, as you wish. I didn't finish studying at the university, but I fell into alchemy. And when I returned to the mill, I started doing my own experiments. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture. And all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called Feuerwehrbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Так кудава, якщо вони наробили там стільки пороху, то як зараз бебехне, блін, то разом з ними там. Всі помруть? Ну, мало би всі померти. Від цілої бочки.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.